Okay, today we shall discuss about the capacitance of a single core cable. A single core cable can be considered to be equivalent of two long coaxial cylinders. Here, the conductor of the cable is inner cylinder while the outer cylinder is represented by lead sheath. Okay, once again I repeat here, a single core cable can be considered to be equivalent of two long coaxial cylinders. Okay, that first layer it may be inner layer cylinder while the outer layer cylinder it is represented by a lead sheath. Okay, which is at earth potential. Consider a single core cable with conductor diameter d and inner sheath diameter is capital D. Let the charge per meter axial length of the cable Q coulombs, that is be a Q coulombs, and epsilon be the permittivity of the insulation material between core and lead sheath. Q is nothing but coulombs, and what about small d? Small d is a conductor diameter and the capital D is the inner sheath diameter, and next is a epsilon is nothing but the permittivity of the insulation material between core and lead sheath. Here epsilon is equal to epsilon naught and epsilon r, where epsilon r is the relative permittivity of the insulation. Consider a cylinder of radius x meters and axial length 1 meter. The surface area of this cylinder is 2 pi x into 1, that is 2 pi x into 2 pi x unit is meter square. You can observe this is a circle, this is a conductor, and this is a lead sheath. Okay, diameter, this diameter is d, so radius they have written here small d by 2. This overall sheath the radius is capital D by 2. So electric flux density at any point P on the considered cylinder is dx is equal to q divided by 2 pi x, that is coulombs per meter square. Electric intensity at point P, okay, this is electric flux density at any point P on the considered cylinder. Okay, and next is the electric intensity at point P. Ex is equal to nothing but dx divided by electric flux density divided by epsilon. That is equal to what we got, dx is equal to q divided by 2 pi x into epsilon. Okay, nothing not epsilon r. The work done in moving a unit positive charge from point P through a distance dx in the direction of electric field is Ex into dx. So the work done in a moving a unit positive charge from conductor to sheath, and that means a unit is passing our charge is from conductor to sheath. Okay, that means from here to here, distance is dx. They have taken the dx, okay, the thickness or distance, we can say a distance dx in the direction of electric field is Ex into dx. So the work done in a moving a unit positive charge from conductor to sheath, in how much work done in a moving unit, that is a it is a in a moving a unit positive charge from conductor to sheath, okay, which is the potential difference between the V between conductor and sheath is given by, we can write the equation, that is V is equal to small d by 2 to capital D by 2, because we are writing the potential difference between the conductor and the sheath. Okay, so small d by 2 to capital D by 2 limit Ex into dx is equal to integration of d by 2 to capital D by 2. Ex's value is q divided by 2 pi x epsilon naught epsilon r. Okay, this one is epsilon naught and epsilon r. Okay, 2 pi x, this one is 2 pi x. If you solve this, if you solve integration, 1 by x is there. Okay, this is a 1 divided by x is there here. So 1 by x is nothing but log. You'll get log x. After applying the limit, what you'll get? First log d by 2 minus log d by 2, small d by 2. Okay, that is what? Log a minus log b can be written as log a by b. That is what they have written. Divided by 2, these 2 get cancelled, because when you do log a divided by b, you'll get 2 get cancelled. So you left with log d by d, that is small capital D by small d. The capacitance of the cable is C is equal to Q divided by V. Now we know the value of V. Substitute what you'll get, 2 by epsilon naught epsilon r divided by log E capital D by D farad, that is a farad per meter. Epsilon value, if you substitute 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12, then you'll get, what about the log E capital D divided by D? Okay, so what you'll get, the epsilon r 2 by epsilon r divided by log E capital D divided by small d. So epsilon r divided by that, they have taken 2 pi into 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 and 2.303 log value. Okay, this overall value they have inversed here. You'll get 41.4 log epsilon r divided by 41.4 log 10 d by d into 10 to the power of minus 9 farad per meter. If the cable has a length of L meters, then capacitance of the cable is C is equal to epsilon r L into 10 to the power minus 9 41.4 log 10 divided by d divided by d. They have taken 2.303 divided by 2 pi. If you take out this as this below, okay, this denominator, okay, 2.303 divided by 2 pi and 8.854. okay, if you take out this one, overall you get 41.4. okay, also if you take out 10 into the power of minus 12, and after they have converted here to the numerator. Okay, what about the final equation, sigma r into L, epsilon r into L into 10 to the power of minus 9 farad, that is 41.4 log 10 d by d. What about the charging current? Xc is equal to 1 divided by omega c equal to 1 divided by 2 pi fc, and the charging current I is equal to V phase divided by Xc. Next, we shall solve the problems on this. What they have given, a core cable has a conductor diameter of 1 centimeter and internal sheath diameter of 1.8 centimeter. That means capital D and small d they have given. If impregnated paper of relative permittivity 4 is used as the insulation, calculate the capacitance for 1 kilometer length of the cable. So C is equal to epsilon r into L divided by 41.4 log 10 d by d. We know the d by d value, and also we know the epsilon r value, and also length they have given the 1 kilometer, nothing but 1000 meter. So substitute and you'll get the value is 0.378 microfarad. Next is calculate the capacitance and charging current of a single core cable used on 3-phase 66 kV system. The cable is 1 kilometer long, having a core diameter of 10 centimeter and an impregnated paper insulation of thickness 7 centimeter. The relative permittivity of the insulation for the supply at 50 hertz. They have given the frequency value, and they have given the epsilon value, and also they have given L value. Okay, the cable is 1 kilometer long, that means L value they have given, having a core diameter of 10 centimeter. Okay, having a core diameter is 10 centimeter. They have given the small d value 10 centimeter. What about the capital D? Capital D 10 plus 2 into 7. Okay, because here they have not given the value of that. Okay, here they have given that calculate the capacitance and charging current of a single core cable. Okay, and they have given the impregnated paper insulation of thickness. That means it is a 2 times thickness is having a 2 times impregnated paper insulation will be 2 times. So 10 plus 2 into 7 you will get 24 centimeter. C value, C formula we know, substitute the parameters epsilon r, L value and the capital D value and small d value, you will get 0.254 microfarad, and V phase is equal to 66. They have given line voltage, we have 66 divided by root 3, V phase 38.1 kilo voltage. And what about the charging current? V phase divided by XC. XC is nothing but 2 pi FC. 1 divided by 2 pi FC. The 2 pi FC will come in the numerator. So it will become 2 pi FC into V phase. So if we substitute they have given frequency and we have found out C and V phase. Substitute the parameter values, you will get 3.04 amps. Next problem is 33 kV 50 Hz 3-phase underground cable 4 km long uses 3 single core cables. Each of the conductor has a diameter of 2.5 cm and the radial thickness of insulation is 0.5 cm. Determine capacitance of the cable per phase, charging current per phase, total charging kVAr. The relative permittivity of the insulation is V. We need to find out the similar process. C, we need to find out voltage phase, we need to find out IC, we need to find out. Okay, we know all the parameter values, just we need to substitute in the formula and we need to get the values. Okay, next total charging current means kVAr is equal to kVAr is equal to 3 phase in 3 into V phase into IC. So 3 into V phase value and IC value, if you substitute, you will get 678.5 into 10 to the power of 3 kVAr. Next is a dielectric stress in a single core cable. Under operating conditions, the insulation of cable is subjected to electrostatic force. This is known as dielectric stress. What they are saying is, under operating conditions, the insulation of the cable it will be having electrostatic forces on that. So that is nothing but a dielectric stress. Okay, it will be subjected to force. So that is nothing but a dielectric stress. The dielectric stress at any point in a cable, in fact, the potential gradient or electric intensity at the point, the dielectric stress at any point in a cable, it may be at any point, okay, is in fact the potential gradient or electric intensity at that point. Consider a single core cable with core diameter and internal sheath diameter capital D. The electric intensity at a point x meters from the center of the cable, that is, we have already written Ex is equal to Q divided by 2 pi epsilon naught epsilon r into x. By definition, the electric intensity is equal to potential gradient. Therefore, potential G at a point x meters from the center of the cable, G is equal to Ex. G is equal to Q divided by 2 pi epsilon r into x volts. Potential difference between conductor and sheath is V is equal to Q divided by 2 pi epsilon r log E capital D divided by D. Q is equal to what? Q, from this equation what we can write? Q is equal to 2 pi epsilon r epsilon naught epsilon r into v divided by log e capital D divided by d. Now we know the value of q. Substitute here. Substituting the value of q in this g equation, these two get cancelled, so you will get v divided by x into log e capital D divided by d. Okay, it is clear from equation 3 the potential gradient varies inversely as the distance x. You can observe here it is inversely proportional to the x. Okay, so therefore potential gradient will be maximum when x is minimum, when x is equal to d by 2 or the surface of the conductor. On the other hand, potential gradient will be minimum at capital D by 2 or at a sheet surface. Okay, if the distance is less, then the potential gradient will be high. If the distance is high, the potential less. Okay, because it is inversely proportional. Maximum potential gradient is G max is equal to 2V divided by D into log E capital D divided by small d. Minimum potential gradient is G minimum 2V divided by capital D log E D divided by D. Okay, for maximum you'll get the conductor diameter. Okay, conductor diameter, and for minimum potential gradient you'll get the lead sheath diameter capital D. Okay, x divided by G minimum is equal to 2V divided by D log E capital D divided by D. 2V divided by capital D log E capital D divided by small d. These two get cancelled. Okay, here these two get cancelled and 2V get cancelled. What you left is capital D divided by small d. The variation of stress in the dielectric is shown in the figure. If you observe this one, the small diameter and this one conductor diameter and this one lead sheet, this is a G minimum. Okay, this is a G minimum and this is a G maximum. G minimum and this is a G maximum. It is clear that dielectric stress is maximum at conductor surface. It is a maximum at the conductor surface. Okay, if you observe this one, it is maximum at conductor surface. What about minimum at it is a lead sheath surface. Okay, its value goes on decreasing as we move away from the conductor. Okay, if we go on, it will decrease, go on, that is as we move away from the conductor. It may be noted that maximum stress is an important consideration in the design of a cable. If a cable is to be operated at such a voltage that maximum stress is 5 kilo voltage per that is 5 kilo voltage per meter, then the insulation used must have a dielectric strength of at least 5 kilo voltage per millimeter. Otherwise, it will break down of the cable will become inevitable. Problems. A 33 kV single core cable has a conductor diameter of 1 centimeter and a sheath of inside diameter 4 centimeter. Find the maximum and minimum stress in the insulation. We know the formula, right? Maximum stress and minimum stress formulas. So substitute, you will get the value 47.61 kilovolt per centimeter. Okay, here this is a G max formula is, if you observe G max formula 2 into V, right? So 2 into V voltage is 33 and log E 4 capital D. Here capital D value, small d value, capital D value, and here capital D divided by small d. Okay, so you will get the same. G minimum you will get 47, G max you will get 47, G minimum you will get 11.9, and next G minimum is equal to G max into capital D divided by small d divided by capital D, that is equal to, because we don't know the value of we can find out alternative values. Okay, either we can use this method, or we can use this method to find out alternative. First you find out G max or G minimum. From that you can find out G max. Okay, either you can find out first G max, next you can find out G minimum. Okay, this is an alternative method. Next is the maximum and minimum stress in the dielectric of a single core cable are 40 kV per centimeter and 10 kV per centimeter respectively. If the diameter is 2 centimeter, find thickness of insulation and operating voltage. We need to find out capital D value. They have given that capital D is equal to G max divided by G minimum into D. We know the all values. Substitute, you will get 8 centimeter. What about the insulation thickness? Capital D minus small d divided by 2. You will get 3 centimeter. G max is equal to, we know the formula, substitute, you will get the value. We don't know the value of V. From this, we need to find out the value of V. G max they have given already. We need to find out the V value from this equation. So V is equal to, you will get 55.4 kilo voltage. Next problem, a single core cable for use on 11 kV 50 Hz has conductor area of 0.645 cm square and internal diameter of sheath is 2.18 cm. The permittivity of the dielectric used in the cable is 3.5. Find the maximum electrostatic stress in the cable, minimum electrostatic stress in the cable, and capacitance of the cable per meter length. Charging current. D is equal to square root of 4A into pi. Okay, so A value is 0.645 they have given. So substitute, you will get 0.906 centimeter. Capital D value also they have given 2.18 centimeter. G max you find out, you'll get there's a formula, right? G max formula, we know all the parameters. This is the, you'll get 27.65 kilo voltage per centimeter. G minimum also you need to find out similarly. There is a formula, right? We have discussed already. Epsilon r is equal to 3.5, L is equal to 1 kilometer. So if you substitute in the formula, capacitance formula, you will get capacitance 0.22 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farad. IC is equal to V divided by XC. So we know all the values. Substitute, you will get 0.76 amps. Okay, this completes the fourth model. In next class, we shall discuss with the fifth model, distribution. Okay.